everybody, and welcome to this video on the straight line graph. In this video, we will be having a look at how to find the equation of a straight line graph. So over here again is a reminder of how does the general formula for straight line graph. And for us to have the equation, we need two things. And if we have these two things, then we know the equation. The first one is the gradient, the m, and the second one is the y-intercept, c. So if we have those two bits of information, then we know the equation of the line. Usually, and you should remember this, for each unknown, so m and c are unknowns, we need 1 point or 1 bit of information. So let us have a look at these three questions and finding the equations of them given the facts that we have. So let's have a look at the first one. So we're looking for a line going through the points 5 and -3 and 4 and -6. So we need the gradient and the y-intercept. So the gradient, that is quite simple. The gradient can be calculated as being, you can call these points 1 and this one 2, but it doesn't matter which one you label 1 or 2. So y1 minus 1, y2 over x1 minus x2. And this is using the gradient formula that we spoke about in the gradient video. So this here is equal to -6 minus 3 all over 4 minus, sorry, I used 1 minus 2. So let's relabel this one here 2 and this one here 1 if you're getting confused. So this here is 4 minus 5. So this is -6 minus 3, so it's -6 plus 3 over 4 minus 5. So -6 plus 3 is -3. 4 minus 5 is -1. So this here in total gives us a gradient of 3. So we have our m, we need to get our c. So the most common or easiest or simplest way to get it is by substituting the gradient that we have, which is now 3, and any coordinate that lies on it. So we have two options over here for the coordinate. It doesn't matter, you can choose any one, and you are encouraged to try the other point and see that you get the same answer. You substitute that into the equation y is equal to mx plus c. So this will take the place of x, this will take the place of y, this will take the place of m, and then we are solving for c. So let's have a look at that. So we have -3 is equal to 3 times 5 plus c. So then solving for, so it's -3 is equal to 15 plus c. Solving for c, we get that c is then -18, so -3 minus 15. So therefore our equation is y is equal to, and our gradient we solved for it was 3, and x plus, and our y-intercept is actually a negative, so let's put -18. And there we have a perfect equation for a line. So let us have a look at the next one. So this one we weren't given 2 points, but we were given that it is parallel. So the line is parallel to the equation y is equal to 2x plus 1, and it goes through -3 and -4. So because it's parallel to this line, we know that it has the same gradient. So because it's parallel, we know our line has the same gradient. And again, this information is from our gradient video. So that means the gradient is 2. And then we've got a point that lies on the graph again. So we're going to do the exact same method. We're going to substitute our gradient is equal to 2 and the point that we know lies on the graph into the equation y is equal to mx plus c. So in the place of y, we're going to put -4. In the place of m, we're going to put 2. In the place of x, we're going to put -3. So we have -4 is equal to -6 plus c. Taking the 6 over, it becomes +6. So +6, -4, and that is our c. So then over here, very nicely, we have our equation is y is equal to 2x. So we got the gradient from the fact that it is parallel, same gradient. And then our C value we got is +2. So there is a perfect straight line equation. Let's do the last one. So the line is perpendicular this time. Perpendicular to the line y is equal to 1/3 x minus 1. Okay, and it goes through 6 and 5. So because it is perpendicular, we know that this and the gradient, when you multiply them, must be equal to -1. So the gradient, and we've been through how to get the perpendicular gradient, is we swap the fraction around and we change the sign. So swapping the fraction around is +3/1, and we change the sign, it was positive, so now we make it negative. So that is basically -3. Again, we've got a gradient and a point, so we're going to follow the same method that we did. We substitute the gradient and the point into the equation y is equal to mx plus c. Now you should pause the video and make sure that you can do this by yourself, because this is the 3rd time we're doing it now. So in the place of y, we're putting 5. In the place of m, we're putting -3. In the place of x, we're putting 6. So this here is 5 is equal to -18 plus c. If we take the 18 over, it becomes +18, and we get c is 23. So our equation is y is equal to -3x. Our gradient we got from the fact that it is perpendicular, and our y-intercept is +23. Please have a look at these questions very carefully and make sure you understand how to get the equations for each one of them. Please watch our next video on the parabola.